So, I hear you've got a big first date coming up. Bet you're pretty excited, but maybe nervous at the same time. Thinking about what to wear, where am I going to take this person to eat, what do I say? And then you're at your date waiting for them to show up, and all of a sudden they tap your shoulder and you didn't see them coming, and you're like, ah! And now it's already starting off on an awkward note. Let's talk today about what you can do to make sure you crush that first date like a boss. Before I get into how to do this, let's first step back a little bit and talk about advice that you've already heard. If you look at all the dating tactics out there, we're talking about being aloof, playing these texting games, not being very open, trying to be a little bit mysterious, trying to present ourselves in a way that we're not, trying to act confident even when we don't feel it. And it's all good intent because at the end of the day, we're trying to make the other person like us. It's all at the end of the day a form of neediness, because if you really are comfortable in who you are, you're not going to walk into a date trying to tell yourself, does the other person like me? So I want to invite you to try something different. I want you to go into that first date and first ask yourself, do I like this person? Because now you're in the driver's seat, because now it's almost like interviewing for a job, where instead of coming in with the mindset of I'll take anything, you're now allowing yourself to say, hey, I can be objective about this, and I can see if, based on talking to this person, do I like their voice? Do we laugh at the same jokes? Do we seem to get along? You can get a good feel for, does it even make sense to continue talking to this person? So after you ask yourself, do I even like them? The next thing I want you to do is think about what it is you like about this person on your first date, and take all the physical stuff out of the picture. Imagine you're talking to this person and it's a platonic friend. If you can't be physical with this person, do you enjoy their company? Do you guys seem to have very effortless and easy conversation, or does it feel like it's pulling tooth and nails? Do you feel like you have a lot of silent, dull moments in your conversations, or does it almost feel like you've known this person and you can't stop talking about whatever it is and you can make all your conversations interesting? And so you might be asking yourself, okay, well, those might be things I've already tried, but I'm still having a little bit of a challenge with these first dates. Let's take it even another step further. The next thing I want you to try is ask yourself, would this person be good for me? See, a big mistake we make is just because we're attracted to somebody, just because we seem to get along, it feels like we've known them for a long time. Just because conversation flows, it does not mean that they're necessarily good for us. Chemistry does not imply compatibility. And let me say that again. Chemistry does not imply compatibility. And if you don't know how to determine if somebody's good for you, then consider a couple of these questions to ask yourself and to ask them. The first thing I want you to ask yourself is, if I were to do an escape room with this person, would we have a lot of fun, or would I be picking up my phone and making my rescue call for my buddy to get me? So, okay, I don't know what part of the country you live in or what part of the world, but an escape room in the States is something where you're given 60 minutes or so in this mystery room with a bunch of your friends, and you get a bunch of clues, and you got to figure out how to get out of the room. And they give you a bunch of locks and puzzles, and there's a lot of logic twists. And a funny story about that is, one of the first few dates my girlfriend and I had, where we went to this escape room, and it was this really cool scientific chemistry lab where you have to use the periodic table and put a bunch of test tubes together and collect a bunch of random items along the room. And one of the things that I really value about her is that when we were in that room together, she was figuring out the craziest things really quickly. And something that I look for in somebody is, intelligence, and somebody that's an intellectual, that's very quick-witted. And she was showing from the get-go that, she's got it. So for me, that was something where the escape room not only showed that we could do something really fun together, but it also revealed to me some qualities of my girlfriend that I really value. And so it doesn't have to be an escape room in your case, but consider, if you were to imagine yourself having that second, third date, does it feel like you guys could actually be somewhere and really enjoy your time together? The next thing you want to do is ask the other person to recall a couple of their positive memories that they've had in their life, maybe from childhood, maybe from school, and pay close attention. Does this person seem genuinely happy or excited when they talk about those memories? Does it feel like they're just trying to answer your question and tell you what you want to hear? Because if somebody doesn't seem very happy and has a hard time recalling things in their lives that went really well, really be asking yourself, okay, well, why would I want to spend time with somebody who's not happy? Is it really worth just being attracted to them and giving up other things such as being happy together? The next thing I want you to ask the other person is find out why they're even dating. What is it that's driving them to meet a potential partner? And also find out some of the qualities they're looking for. Once they start sharing that with you, you can look at some of the qualities you're looking for and see if you guys click. And trust me, do all of this, it's going to completely change your dating experience, because you're going to learn from the get-go that not only will you feel more confident and at ease, but you're really going to start filtering what it is you're looking for and getting that badass relationship of your dreams. So I hope this was helpful. If you haven't already yet, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.